Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Um, I just noticed this one we got back from the outdoor vlog there. The new another H3 response video, Nuclear Winter Keemstar. It's called by H3H3, and we're gonna see what else we might find out about Keemstar. It's gonna be interesting. Without further ado, let's get started.
I'm a person that believes in revenge. I think if someone fucks you over in any shape or form, destroy him, 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 destroy him.
What is up, Drummer Nation? I'm your host, Keemstar. Recently, I have been under attack by a very, very angry man known as Ethan Klein. Keemstar responded, and what I didn't expect is for him to renew his attacks on Tony. Years later, why were people suddenly starting to troll Tony or Glory and Gold? Well, because every streamer has trolls. But actually, there's something else that Tony doesn't want you to know about. He was involved in his own scandal. After all he's put this man through, and he's coming back to do it again. Now listen, I'm not going to tell anybody the catfish story. Tony, that is for you to tell. You got to tell people why
Now he's making another
individuals years later after this incident would be in your chat calling you the P word, alright? You gotta explain that story, you gotta tell that story. I'm not gonna tell anyone. I wronged you in the past. The least I could do is give you a pass and not explain that catfish story. Keemstar says it's Tony's story to tell, but he can't help himself. People are not taking the bait, and so he pushes it further on Twitter. Please, RS Glory and Gold, come clean on the catfish story. Stop blaming me for the hate you've gotten over the last few years. And what he retweeted is apparently proof that RS Glory and Gold is a pedophile. Now let's examine these claims.
RS Glory and Gold, Tony, you should be disgusted with yourself. You thought those kisses were for Rebecca Hart, a girl who's told you she's 16. She's underage, but you've happily asked for pictures. You've offered to meet up with her. You even said, I'd give $1,000 if I could hold and kiss you right now. She's a child, you fucking pedo. This didn't happen just recently. This has been going on for 1 whole year.
The first horrifying admission is that they have been pretending to be dating Tony for a year. How sick do you have to be to screw with an old man for over a year and lead him on?
I shouldn't really be laughing at some of this. He says here, my last girlfriend was 8 years ago. My only wife died in 1979. So if he wants to accuse maybe a hacking or something, I mean, this went on for a year. There is no doubt this is Tony.
Tony has been pouring his heart out to someone he thought was emotionally invested in him. Here's a screenshot of her saying, I'm 16, nearly 17. Many people point out that there's no verification checkmark next to his name, which indicates that the screenshot may be fake. But I'll just let Tony explain for himself.
My name's Tony Winchester. I'm RS Glory and Gold. I'm making this video. It's called Rebecca Hearts. Okay.
Like YouTube, you gotta remove this guy from the freaking platform. This is ridiculous. Like, he literally won't stop harassing people until they kill themselves. That's how far Keemstar's going. Like, he's got to be talking about
Rebecca Hearts. Some guy, some scumbag has made a video and saying that Rebecca Hearts is 16 years old and that I'm pursuing her and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, I'm making this video to set the record straight. Okay, I met Rebecca Hearts in late January of 2016. She said because of all the internet bullshit, she felt sorry for me and wanted to reach out to me.
The internet bullshit she's referring to is, of course, this. We reported a story that this Massachusetts man, John Phillips, had sex with a teen that he married in an online game in RuneScape. Now, the problem with this is that that's not John. What was Tony's reward for being falsely accused of being a pedophile? Being catfished for over a year in an attempt to frame him as a, get this, pedophile.
As long as you don't mind my age, 25, I don't mind your age. See, so right there, the girl says, as long as you don't mind my age, 25, I don't mind your age.
Now, why is this so screwed up? Because Tony already addressed this in 2017, and Keemstar has decided to resurrect the allegations again in 2020 in his video about me. Listen, I'm not going to tell anybody the catfish story. Tony, that is for you to tell. You got to tell people why individuals years later after this incident would be in your chat calling you the P word. Keemstar never reported on this story, so this is fresh meat for his audience to renew their witch hunt of Tony. To accuse Tony again of being a pedophile as a means of deflecting blame. I wronged you in the past. The least I could do is give you a pass and not explain that catfish story.
That's pretty cut and dry, right? I mean, that's who she says she was, and hey, we were friends for a long time.
You gotta explain that story. You gotta tell that story.
Anything else is just horseshit.
The least I could do is give you a pass and not explain that catfish story.
That piece of shit should take that video down and quit telling a bunch of lies.
Hey guys, I just wanted to put up this video just to clarify, right? Just to absolutely clarify. I am not here to say that the catfish story is real. I'm not here to say that Tony is guilty or innocent. I am simply, just like my video today, am here to say that there is this catfish story, that there are these accusations.
Well, then why'd you put the goddamn video out? The tweet. You put it out because you knew a whole bunch of your little asshole buddies that watch you would come over and screw with me all day long, which they did. And that's exactly what you wanted to happen. Jesus Christ. I thought you were in the news business. You're supposed to do the news. If you're going to do the news, then you should go check and find out if that story is really true or not. The truth is, you already know it's not true. You've known for a long time it's not true. You knew it wasn't true when the Return of the Wilderness brought it to you more than 2 years ago. But this is just your way of trying to put a little smoke screen out to where you're the good guy and everybody else is the bad guy. But the truth is, you are the biggest phony asshole that ever walked the planet.
Because Keemstar made this big thing about how unprecedented it was that H3H3 mentioned his sponsors. And I guess G Fuel dropped Keemstar. Keemstar went after my sponsors. Keemstar tried to get G Fuel to drop me. What a fucking lying hypocrite shitbag. I don't even care. None of my sponsors left me because Keemstar said to. What I took offense to was when Keemstar attacked my children. So I would watch live with my viewers. Well, one day my dog sat down next to Colin, and Colin looked over at his penis. I think he even moved fur that was right next to it or something like that. And it was live. So we took down the vlog and didn't made it so no one could see it. But Keemstar got a hold of it. And Keemstar tweeted it out to his 250,000, 500,000 Twitter followers 13 times over the weekend. And he didn't just say, look, Colin almost touched a dog penis. He said, look, Colin's jerking off a dog. And Colin is 8 years old, special needs kid at this point. And he was fucking relentless about it. So we had a common friend, only used me Blade. And I was like, Blade, can you talk to him? This is fucked up. He's literally going after my kids. He's going after my son. And Blade talked to Keemstar and then circled back to me and said, I talked to Keem about it. And he said that if he wasn't talking shit about your son all the time, that somebody else would. And he's not going to back off. So that's, that's it. That's actually the unforgivable act that I have with Keemstar.
Destroying lives is a weekly sport for Keemstar. And when he moves on to the next story, the pain lingers on for those that have found themselves in his path of destruction. He has been called out time and again, but refuses to change. Tony is proof enough of that. After ruining this man's life, he has come back for seconds. And when met with criticism, he answers with
God, he is such a horrible person. I can't believe it, man. This guy is such a horrible freaking person. Like, he already did that to Tony, and he does it again. Like, really, is he doing this on purpose? Is he trying to commit career suicide, or is he really that friggin', like, he can't just make an apology video like every other YouTuber has to do when they mess up. He just keeps on lying. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction video. Sorry. And, thank you guys so much for the support. Really appreciate it. And until next time, peace out.